Welcome to Living Midrash. This week's Torah portion is called Bo, which means to come. We're in the book of Exodus, and because patterns repeat, in this week's Torah portion, you could see revelation in a pattern or season that could be possibly coming to America if you pay close attention. This is because Israel's past could essentially be America's future, and God could be giving us a warning that was hidden in the Torah for over 2,000 years. So not only must we know where we came from, we must also understand where we are going. God has written the vision and made it plain, and our job is to extract that information and use it to plan our today and our tomorrow. This week's Torah portion is revelational. You don't want to miss this.
Welcome. On today's program, we have a right now word from God as we explore the Bible through our Hebraic roots. You'll gain insight to help you prepare yourself and your children for the future. We believe that God will unfold prophecy as He takes His children into a new age through revelation. And now, here's your host, Tasha Cherry.
This week's Torah portion is called Bo. And in this week's Torah portion, you have the last 3 of the 10 plagues that was on Egypt. The swarm of locusts develop all the crops and the greenery. There's darkness that envelops the land, and all the firstborn of Egypt is killed at the stroke of midnight. God commands the first mitzvah to be given to the people of Israel to establish a calendar based on the month of rebirth of the moon. The Israelites have been instructed to bring the Passover offering to God. It's a lamb or a kid to be slaughtered, and its blood needs to be sprinkled on the blood on the doorpost and lintel of every Israelite home, and God will pass over these homes when He comes to kill the Egyptian people. The roasted meat of the offering is eaten at the night together with the unleavened bread and the bitter herbs. The death of the firstborn finally breaks Pharaoh's resistance, and he literally drives the children out of Israel from his land, fulfilling the promise made to Abraham that his descendants would leave Egypt great wealth. The children of Israel are commanded to consecrate all firstborn and to observe the anniversary of the Exodus each year by removing all leaven from their possession, and the 7 days eating matzah, telling the story of their redemption to the children, telling that they are all commanded to be a reminder of Exodus from that point forward. If you listen to this week's Torah portion, we also got into the term light, which is used as an expression of God in the earth, which we take that verse from Genesis 1:1 through Genesis 1:3, where He says that He separated the darkness from the light, and He called the light day. We understand that term light day is the expression of God's will in the earth. We also talked this week about question that comes up: did Jesus' death fulfill this requirement? And the answer is no. Jesus gives us an example of this requirement, but because the blood on the door is about sacrifice and being vigilant so that our house is not destroyed, this fulfillment has to be done from generation to generation. Matthew 24:43, it says, if the light or of the house had known at what time the thief was coming, he would have kept watch, and he would have not let his house be broken into. That is what we are required to do. We are required to put somebody as a light over not just our house. We understand that Moses was the light to bring the people out of Egypt, but we also know that every household was also required to sacrifice a lamb so that it covered their personal house. We understand that there's a reference, a lot of people use this as a rapture reference. It is actually a Passover reference that we use when you see 2 women that are grinding at the mill. One will be taken and the other will be left. This is a picture of the Passover.